I know that's what they all say. New Juventus, pretty, lost your way. That thing, listen, that was the nigga with the one that had the ambition. Cop cars, made us, saved us. Review. I still don't feel you. Oh yeah, season finale podcast coming up in 3 minutes, man. Got my boy Brandon Brody coming through, man. What's good, E Gotti? You know what I'm saying? Like to start the podcast a little bit early, get my boy Brandon Brody time to get in here. Let him get the notification, man. Oh yeah. Season finale, man. Ready to get season 2 on the way. But hey, let's wrap off season 1 today, man. Yes, I can really, the streets flooded. Can't come tell me. 2 minutes to the podcast. What else I want to hear? What I want to hear? I wish that song was on YouTube. Dang, wish the song was on YouTube. Dang, I ain't even wanna drop the heat. Dang, I ain't even wanna drop the heat. They holding out on the heat. You got dudes holding out on the heat? No, man. I don't even like that. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go over here. It's hot. I'm gonna end up sweating in here, dude. I'm gonna end up sweating, dude. It's just nice to saw me up when you allow me. Drum weed.
This is Corona Hard Seltzer. 0 grams carbs, 0 grams sugars, 90 calories.
Money on the table, killers in the cut. I ain't working out, but they pushing up. I was staying down, they was switching up. As I look around, I don't know what's up. They ain't putting on, they ain't really up.
Brandon Brody, waiting on Brandon Brody. Yes, sir.
My nigga, them in their feet. Like, yeah, that's for real. This is not a prank. Water on my fish tank. Sipping, drinking, rape the problem. My mind go blank. Every week, my bitch want a new purse. 100 racks could've gave her a verse. I wish I would've thought of that first. It's okay, count this for me. I put her to work. Red on red in a bit 2020. Skinny jean BGE on my hoodie. Right now, so much money, forgot where I put it. Now it cost you 6 figures to book me. Big bang. Wanna see me up, but I done came so far. Big boy, roll truck, and traffic got ball. Gotta drink over all my Rolex, watch on ball phones. Controls on live by the rules, so I bust down ball phones. They ain't wanna see me up, but I done came so far. Big boy, roll truck, and traffic got ball guard. Gotta dream over all my Rolex, watch on ball phones. Controls on
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Brandon Brody. Yes, sir.
Yo, what up?
What's going on, my man?
How's it going, brother? I'm trying to find a good place for my phone. I'm not used to the Instagram Live just set up, but I got to do the, I'm normally on the Zoom, you know?
Yeah. I ain't
Let
even
me
got
get
no
this phone.
account set up on there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's weird. You got to set up an account to, like, even last, like, longer than 40 minutes on that joint.
Word.
So let me find this. All right, that looks, wait. I'm just trying to make sure. Because I'm not trying to hold this the whole time. All right, that's cool, right?
Yeah. It's all good.
Okay.
So what's going on, man, Mr. Brandon Brody? What it is, a beer?
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, it is. Nah, it's root beer, man.
Root beer. I got
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome to the podcast, man. I don't try to make it that long, man. Be about 30 to 45 minutes long. Just want to talk to you, chop it up with you, get some laughs in, and talk about your career, man.
No problem, brother. No problem, man. Yeah. Thank you for having me on. I saw you had Brenton Doughboy or
CP.
CP. Okay.
Yeah.
And where you based? Where you based exactly?
I'm on Dillon, South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah,
East Coast, all
South
good.
Carolina.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So when I was going through your resume, I seen that you worked for Nick. You was on Nick?
Yeah, man. Actually on a show called Crash Leaks, which is very cool. It's like kind of like a ridiculousness for kids.
Yeah.
And it's literally the little brother to that show. So that was an awesome experience, and I love every part of it. Let me find a better. This seems like a better. I'm trying to find the right spot because I'm like, I feel like I'm looking down. All right, that seems like it's going to work out better. Okay, how's that?
Yeah.
That's
all
better.
Right,
right?
all right.
Okay, cool.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's how long you filmed for Nick? Like y'all still filming or that's just
Nah, we done. So, what up, Jacob? We were filming for we started filming in like 2016, then we came back again and started filming again in like 2018. So we did like a third season in 2018, and 2016 we'd honestly would only film for like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks at a time, and then
Word,
be
word.
off for the rest of the year. Yeah, so it was actually really dope because it's like you're just working and getting all your money right there at one time, which is great.
And
Hmm.
then that's when I came and I looked at your ADD stuff, your roast me stuff. I'm like, dude, this guy is all over the place. Like
Yeah, man.
he really the one that's do it all. Like, and
Mhm.
and the question I asked about the ADD stuff, I asked like, what's your how do you feel? What's your behind the scene feeling of when you be on roast me? What's your feeling of being
Well,
on
for
roast me?
me on that show, it's like it's always like I'm on there for a reason because I know how to roast,
Yeah,
and so when you go into it, you never know who's going to be on the show. You never know what everyone's going to be wearing, and then so you're always kind of like thinking about like, all right, what's you kind of peeping out everyone when you first roll up. For me, it's funny because I would break out like literally like the day before, a couple of days before we'd have a shoot. So I'd have acne. Like right now, it's like since the quarantine happens, I've had like no acne. So I don't know if it's being outdoors. I don't know what has changed other than us being the coronavirus. Like the coronavirus might have cured my acne. I don't know. But it's going through my head. So I'm always like, oh shit, I got an easy target now. And it's not like an outfit. Like you could choose what outfit you wear, you
hmm
know. But you can't just if you just have an acne breakout, you're like and I don't want to be. And I've never been a punk where I was like, I'm not gonna show up. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna let them niggas do that to me. Because I always know
yeah,
like this is such a temporary thing, the acne. And
yeah.
I know that like I'm gonna have so many more videos in my future that show, what I am, you know what I mean? But unfortunately it's like in a unfortunate way, Roast Me blew up so much, so everyone's idea of me is I'm just some acne dude. Which makes me laugh because it's like it's almost like a character, you know what I mean? Which it's like
The
I
one
almost
guy
created.
with the acne, just the
Yeah, well,
one guy
it's like
with
I
the acne.
created a character for Roast Me without even trying. You know what I mean? Because in my real, it's not. It hasn't been that. It hasn't been like that at all.
And you was talking about like in the future, you got what's your future projects looking like? You got anything you working on in quarantine?
Yeah, right now, I'm actually a host on this show called The Fix, and we are on Caffeine Network. It's myself and Lulu Gonzalez, and it's like a
I was
pop
in there.
culture. Yeah, you peep?
Yeah, I was in there. I was in there. The last one you did, I think it was earlier this week.
Oh yeah,
And you
okay,
guys was
yeah,
talking about the Avengers and
yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I
So
was in
we
that.
yeah, that's the gig that's been Monday through Friday for now, which has been great because it's like I get to operate from the crib. I don't have to, go into no office or nothing. So it maximizes the time I get to spend with my family, the time I get to be home and just make money in the crib. Like, come on, dude. Like, I don't even have to wear pants. That's the like how can you be mad if you don't really have to like I wear pants just in case I fuck around and have to get up fast and I'm not trying to, present everyone my dick, but like it's
I
like
didn't know what I
it's
didn't know what you was trying to say with that. Talking about
yeah.
I only got to wear pants. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you trying to
yeah,
say you
yeah.
got no pants on right now?
No, 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 no. I definitely have pants on. Definitely, 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 definitely. You know what I mean? Because again, I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying. But when you get so comfortable, and a lot of people probably get comfortable where it's like I can wear my boxers. You know what I'm saying? I can wear some basketball shorts and just put on like a nice shirt up top. You know what I'm saying?
That's what Patrick Cloud do. I was watching one of his things yesterday. He
Yeah,
had stood up. He got a full button up shirt. Then he got on basketball shorts. The second
yeah.
half, I'm like, dog, that's what y'all doing? Top half feminine now?
People's lower halves are just a completely different person during the quarantine. You know what I'm saying? It's like those books where you have the top and the bottom, and you can flip the panels to change the outfits. You know what I'm saying? It's like the top part
Crazy.
of the book keeps being flipped, but that bottom part is staying on the same ass
Shit.
page.
That's crazy, man. And so we gonna hop into some realistic stuff. I've been seeing you sharing the stuff with the NBA and what's your thoughts on that? How the Bucks boycott and the Lakers and them, then they also did it too. They didn't
Yeah.
play.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. They're all boycotting, and it's beautiful because they're uniting and finding that they have a true voice, and that things like this don't have like we control this narrative. We need to realize how much more in power of it we are. This is not okay what's happening. It's not okay at all. So therefore, let us show you how not allowed this is in our country. You know what I mean? We're going to
Yeah.
shut down our business. We're not going to give you what you think you own. No, we own this. We run this. You want to have fun with us again? Do this first. You have something to do. There's priorities right now, and at this point, our priorities aren't being met. So it's like, hey, we've done a lot of stuff. We've done the protests. They're not working. We're doing this. Now we're gonna start boycotting. Before they didn't care about the boycotting as much, because they're like, oh, they're gonna boycott the small stores, small shops. No, when they started rioting and setting these big businesses on fire, then they got on their back. Like, all right, yeah, we support the movement. We support the movement. Now the fact that the NBA said we'll come back, but as long as the stipulation is that they write Black Lives Matter on the court, all our jerseys can be whatever we want for social justice reform, Yeah. And like these types of things, and then something still happens. Now it's like, oh, well, we set under these conditions, you know what I mean, damn near. So now we're taking away the NBA. We're taking away sports. We're taking away the entertainment. We're not doing this for y'all. Period.
And that's crazy because, like, when I was watching a little after show, I think it was Kenny Smith. He actually said, in honor to support the players, he ain't even want to do the show either. He walked out the studio set that same night. And I'm just like, that's crazy because we really got that much influence. Like, if these players don't want to play ball, then what's the NBA? They can't be no NBA if they don't want to play, right? Like,
Exactly. I mean, like there may be some thirsty dudes out there, you know what I mean? They're like, yeah, I'll still play, you know what I mean? They'll pick up some D-leaguers or some, like, you know what I'm saying? Some of them. But I think that more importantly, I think the message is so big right now that even the players that aren't making as much as like someone like LeBron, they're like, nah, we in this together, we in this together, man. Black man over this money, forget this. We can come back to this. Or we can start filing some lawsuits, because a lot of the reason the NBA is doing this stuff is because if it gets racial between the NBA, which we know has been a racist corporation, if stuff like that starts getting exposed and leaked, the lawsuits that can be filed, so like appease these players or they'll expose us. Appease these players because they can expose these NFL teams, these owners, and NBA teams for so much because of just like steroids and illegal use of what you call it, stimulants and things that, it's performance enhancing drugs, things like that. They have knowledge on that, bro. They have knowledge on all that stuff, and like, or just like certain charges that maybe a player was involved with this, and they gave him hush money, or owner was involved with some kind of rape, sexual misconduct allegations, those types of things. Some of them know. Exactly. You're absolutely right, Nicole.
That's
absolutely
what I was
right.
looking at too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like being real and being honest, the black culture plays a lot in America. Like, we really do play a big part, and it's just what Doc Rivers said. Like, we show this country so much love, why they can't show us the same love?
So it's the same back.
It's crazy. But
and Doc Rivers joint. Doc Rivers, that actually made me tear up. I mean, that one hit the hardest. I was like, yo, because it was so real, man, and you could feel in his voice. And, all the things Doc's done for basketball, man. Like, I mean, come on, you know what I'm saying? His contribution to the sport of basketball is like almost like Kobe's letter to, you know what I'm saying, Dear Basketball. It's like that type of vibe. Like, he's done so much. And you look, and then he looks at it like, I've done so much for this country in a sense, because basketball is an American, it's American sport, it's an American pastime. So when you look at, you've been helping out to create this American pastime, and the country that you're doing it for can't give you that same love back, bro, that shit hits different, man.
It puts you in that mind state of like, then what are we doing this for?
Exactly.
That's what it puts you in that mind state.
No, exactly. So you start having people that wake up, man. Wake up, and it's like, and that's why I love what the players are doing. I love what the team's doing, not just in the NBA, but in the MLB. Man, it's wonderful to hear that these games are being boycotted. They're trying to say postponed and all this. Nah, bro. These games don't have to come back for this season. They don't have to come back for next season or the season after that. We could be done with this. This could be a thing where we create our own league. Because what's What do we need the NBA for? That's like literally to start pushing stadiums. Well, we don't need that because we have millionaire owners like like people like Jay-Z. We have people like Michael Jordan that own teams. Why can't they can come together and create a few stadiums on their own? That could be COVID safe, all that,
Yeah.
Like Ice Cube got the big
COVID,
three, Yeah, go ahead.
wait, you said something about the big three. Which big three? What big three you talking about?
Ice Cube got the big three, the 3-on-3 league that he started
Yeah.
up.
Word, word.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, that's what's up. I didn't know about that.
So I'm saying like it's possible. It's like once they start realizing you can make a 5-on-5 league, outside of the NBA.
A lot of people do it, like just how they do like the AAU and stuff like that. A lot of people can do
Yeah.
it. They can do it. They definitely can do it.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So speaking of COVID though, how you been the quarantine and stuff? How you been? You been hanging in strong?
Yeah, bro, real strong, man. Every time you sneeze or cough in COVID, it's like an anxiety attack. It's yeah,
Mm. Nah,
like that right there. See that? See that, bro? See that? See, Jesus wanted me to say that out loud. You know what I mean? Because look, but you know what I'm saying? You can't just cough. You can't sneeze freely. Those kind of things give you a little anxiety, and just the fact that people are so bundled up in stores, you're wondering, do I have enough mask on, or do I not have the right amount, or do I have too much mask? Like, when you got the visors on, or you don't have a visor, you see everyone else with a visor, like, damn, like, I'm definitely gonna get it with my little bandana around my nose, yo. I mean, it's for me, it's been great because I've been able to spend time with the family and like just we've just been like rocking it and really just connecting with each other. And
Did you get some shows that was canceled? Did you have some shows planned?
I did have shows. I was actually that weekend I was going to be performing with Donnell Rawlings at the Brea Improv, and it got canceled. So I had like about 6 shows, waiting on me right there. I literally still have a show booked in DC for Thanksgiving weekend, but like
Yeah.
I'm just looking at it like that doesn't even seem like a reality. You know what I'm saying? Like this just, I'm just like this ain't lifting up. This ain't lifting up in 2 months. Hell no.
This
I
might
guess
be. I'm thinking this is gonna carry over till 21. Honestly,
I do too.
honest.
Absolutely. I think it's gonna be the whole year that we was like legit inside, and then they're gonna see what that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is also a social experiment too to see what it's doing to our minds, what it's doing mentally. That's why it's good. You have to have mental health is very important right now, for
But
sure.
I like to look at it like this though. It gave us an alternate, even though it kind of shut a lot of it down. It still gave us an alternate to kind of get your internet stuff jump starting. Like, keep it honest, this is like the time where a lot of people should have been starting YouTube channels and stuff like that, getting
Yeah.
stuff on the internet going. Like,
hmm
this is the perfect time to do it.
Exactly. There's so much more.
That's how I came up with the podcast. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just sit here and not do anything. We gotta keep it going, keep it going.
Keep it going. No, I respect that, man. That's why I'm happy to be a part because I'm like, dude, like, I love to see people just doing their thing because I'm at the end of the day, I'm trying to do my thing too, And it's about if we taking it seriously and we're trying to grind, man. Let's all help each other. Let's all help each other level up to some capacity. We don't owe each other nothing, but it's always nice to help out when we can
Exactly.
and just be a part of this community. Because that's what really makes the unity, man. It sounds cliche and corny, but it's real, man.
It's true. Like, it costs nothing to help somebody. Like, it's true. It's free to help.
Yeah,
Simple.
it's free to help, man. So I think that's what's also helped me in this time is like just kind of understanding the quality and the value of human lives. Because people are so many people are passing away and leaving us this year, and you really feel thankful for the people that are in your life. You really do, because there's people that are legit during this time may not have someone, or they may have people that they're around that they don't like, and it's making it a difficult situation in that regard.
Yeah.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a freaking lot, man. So, of course, it's like I just really commend anyone that is in this time able to lift themselves up, lift other people up, keep their spirits high and just deliver that to everyone.
I got a random question for you. It just kind of hit my mind. You do
Yeah.
you do gaming? Like, you do gaming?
Yeah, I do. I do a lot of heavy gaming. I got my Nintendo Switch joint right here.
Word,
Got my
word.
PS4 joint right here plugged in. Where do I got that? Where you at, baby? There we go. Got my little, you
What you
know what I
play on
mean?
PS4?
I play a little Warzone. I play Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Um, what else do I play? I just got what else?
Seem
Spider-Man.
like
I
you would
play
play Mortal
that.
Kombat.
Yeah, I like
You
Mortal
play Mortal
Kombat. I
Kombat?
mean, I played Mortal Kombat 11. I didn't. I'm not. I wasn't good at it off break, so that kind of deterred me away from it. Like I was playing with like Cleo Thomas and a couple other guys, some big gamers, and they were good at it, and I wasn't. And I don't like that because I'm actually really good at fighting games, like Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
Smash Brothers, Marvel vs. Capcom games. I'm like the man on those joints. So me picking up Mortal Kombat when I used to be fantastic at Mortal Kombat, like 1 through 4,
Yeah.
and then they just started getting weird. I got bad at it, man. I don't. It's not enjoyable for me as it used to be.
Word. So I don't even know. I don't even. Did I ask you about your upcoming projects? I thought.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really answer the upcoming projects. That's things that I'm working on right now. Upcoming is kind of like just I've been auditioning, which has been cool. I've been still doing like self tapes and sending them in submissions for different companies. So there's a couple of those things that I'm crossing my fingers on. And just like of course with caffeine, I'm looking to continue to help build to the next level. Build my own page and just really
Yeah.
get it popping.
So like, where did you I'm, all right.
I think your Wi-Fi was kind of it was buffering for a second.
I think you good. You can hear me.
Yeah, I get you now.
All right. So that led me to a question. So like, how did you get your start? Like, what motivated you to get your start in the game?
Yeah, I mean, it was a teacher in high school.
Mhm.
Initially I was always a class clown, and I'd always get in trouble for my behavior was bad, but my grades were good. So it was like I was just like just needed to be more challenged, and I'd always crack jokes that lead me into trouble. And it wasn't until like my sophomore year of high school, a teacher kind of reached out and said, well, actually my freshman year, a teacher reached out and told me I should audition for the play. Same thing sophomore year, but I always thought at that time I was like plays are for losers and gay people, and that was how narrow-minded I was. Emo kids, like I didn't know the world of it. So then finally in my junior
Yeah.
year, the girl I was dating at the time, she was auditioning for the play, and she kind of convinced me to audition. So I did it, ended up getting cast in this show, and then did the show. My friends were all like, "Oh, we're gonna come roast the shit out of you," and I was like, "Oh hell no!" I was like, "Damn, why'd I do this? Why'd I do this?" They came to the show. I was so anxious and everything, and they didn't roast me. They were like actually blown away after they were like, "Yo, man, you were really good, bro. Like that was actually good." And that started motivating me. So going into my senior year, I was really confident. I was starting to get interested in entertainment. So I hosted the morning announcements at my school. I hosted
Yeah.
I hosted our pep rally. I hosted the Heritage Show, and then I did a play, and then I did a musical. So I was doing anything entertainment that was going on. I was doing it in my school. I was in TV film production class, and I loved it. My teacher told me after that, he
Oh,
told my parents he should really pursue theater. And, I think he has something. So I ended up pursuing theater at Towson University, and then found out while I was doing it that they had a film major, and I was like, damn, I really love film. I wish I minored in theater and majored in film. So I just ended up double majoring in both. So I left Towson University in 2008 with a dual bachelor's of sciences in one in theater and one in film, electronic media and film, and at the same time I started doing stand up comedy. Um, and I was interning at WPGC at the radio station. So I was kind of learning every side of entertainment, like just without even realizing it. I had already kind of I got my degree for television, and I understood that. Then I did the theater, so I understood theater. Now I'm understanding how to do radio, and I'm also doing stand up comedy. So I'm literally understanding how it all converges, how I can use this to the things I've learned in
how it
radio
all
to the
connect
things I've learned in
together.
this. It's all connected. Now it's like I've learned all these great things, and now they're coming together, and that's where I'm starting. It's like crystallizing all in this amazing spot, and I'm like just seeing like yo, like I can write scripts. I can shoot sketches. I can do this. Like all these things started unlocking because now it's like I know how to edit. So therefore I can shoot. Therefore I can act. I can tell people how to do it. I can write scripts up and send it to them. I'm learning how to actually become a production company without even knowing it. I'm understanding audio because I didn't know a damn thing about audio until I worked at the radio station, which of course you better know your audio stuff if you work in the radio. And I just learned the timing of what radio helped was stand-up comedy because radio is very, very precise with time to the point every hour on the hour, if a radio station does not say its station ID, meaning its call letters and the city that it is, they can get fined very, very large, very high. So whatever your station is, I'm not sure, but every hour in South Carolina, whatever they say, blah, 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 South Carolina, this is the mix or whatever it is, Yeah. They have to do it every hour to get fined. But so learning things like that, I start learning time. Like I could feel like when like 15 minutes had passed, when like 5 minutes, you could just feel time from radio because it's so precise, especially because you're listening to songs all day. Each song is about roughly 2.5, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So you can feel that timing and we're doing these events. So I'm just feeling time. So then when I start doing stand up, it's like I can feel that time too. So it helped my pacing. I didn't even know like my radio was going to help me in my stand-up. And then also because I was making connections, literal connections at the radio station of people that had like comedy clubs or had comedy nights. And like I was at the radio station, so I already looked like I was like on my way doing something. So I was able to kind of like skip over a lot of people and and go straight to the source and get booked for shows because I had the call letters. I was repping the call letters,
And that's just how you said how like everything kind of all connected together. That's just like kind of with me with doing YouTube, like learning how to do YouTube, learning how to edit on my own and do like thumbnails, graphic design, editing videos and stuff like that. Like that's how I kind of picked up on that stuff because like ain't nobody really was gonna teach me. I had to just grab my laptop and learn it on my own. So that's what I'm kind of thankful for. Being able to kind of self-teach myself,
Dude, YouTube, and YouTube is magical when it comes to that. Like, that's the beauty in it. It's like if you just humble yourself and say, I don't know, but I'm gonna watch this YouTube video to learn how to, then you can know something. People just want to say, I don't know something, and I'm not gonna even try or do it, because that's not my thing or whatever. No, we can. This is a time where everyone can learn everything. You may not be the best at it, but you can learn how to some capacity. I mean, hell, I was teaching my son how to use Photoshop. I gave him like a little lesson, said like just write your name. Like I showed him a few tools. I showed him how to fill in a canvas, and I was like, yo, write your name. I said, this is what I want you to do. I want you to fill it in with multicolors, and then write your name in yellow. And my man did that. You know what I'm saying? 5 years old, rocking Photoshop. Like it shows me the possibilities of it. And just what we can all do.
I like that.
Right now.
I like that.
Yeah, bro. And like even your podcast, you're gonna keep learning ways how you can improve it, how you can make it better. It's like we can always improve. But you gotta humble yourself and be like, I don't know, but I want to know. I want to learn. I'm still a student to comedy. I perform stages. I can be considered a professional comedian. And yet I still am a student at the same time. And a lot of comedians will say the same thing, that they're a student, even as at the mastery levels, they're still a student to comedy, It's interesting.
Have you ever had somebody come to you and try to like say, oh man, you good at this, but in your head you just like, I'm learning just like you is, like I'm in the student seat just like you is.
I mean, I have a friend, her name is Frankie French. She's legit. She just was a finalist. Well, she actually, was a finalist for the NBC Stand Up for Diversity competition. So it's a stand-up comedy competition, and she's a black woman, about mid-30s, and she got it, and she remembers when I told her when she was coming to me and asked me like different stand-up advice and everything when she had just got in the game. All right, and to this point, she still kind of looks up to me in stand-up, you know what I mean? And I'm proud of her and that what she's doing, you know what I mean? But she's still at this level where it's like she's like just has respect for what I've done, which is awesome, because it's just, I mean, it's mutual, and I love to see things like that, because it's just like I love to see the team winning, Because if I'm
Exactly.
surrounding myself with people that are winning, how can I not win? You just continue to, you just keep winning, yeah, with each other. You're like, it's like building, it's like Jenga. You know what I'm saying? You're building at this tower.
You got everybody motivating each other, keeping the
Yeah, man.
positivity level
Mm-hmm.
high. Like that's what keeps you going. Like a
Mm-hmm.
good team and surrounding yourself around people that want to get to the next level.
A good team's important, very important. Yeah.
Crazy.
What's up, Los?
Like that's
Like,
what I
you know,
that's what I love
yeah.
to see. Like I love to see good growth. I love to see a lot of people growing. Like
Yeah.
it makes me want to go harder. Like dang, they can do
It's
it.
real.
I can do it too. Like
Yeah,
it's real.
yeah, exactly. And it's something, I mean, that everyone can find something out about themselves during this time. It's a very magical time because you can really learn, you know, I mean, first of all, mentally, everyone's learning kind of like the limits of what they can take, you know, and it's okay. Some people crack, some people snap at some points, you know, we're humans. This is unnormal. Nobody's used to this. We're all literally going through this together, you know, we literally like are the experiment in a sense because the last time this happened was 100 years ago. And we don't have too many of those people that can explain how it was going down there in the Spanish flu pandemic. So we're the ones. We're literally the first class in this. But yeah, we can tell you, like, it's sad. We can tell you stuff about like what a school shooting is like. You know what I mean? And what happens when, you know, school shootings in America. We can tell you what happens when there's a terrorist attack. We've never experienced a pandemic. We've heard there's been breakouts and outbreaks in different places of different diseases. But a whole world shutting down? Nah. Nobody knows how this is supposed to run. Except for whoever's controlling the shit.
And nobody knows what else is to come. Like what's the next 6 months gonna look like? Nobody knows.
There's facts. Exactly. So I mean I have hope. I have tremendous hope. I think that it had to get this ugly to teeter the other way. You know, it had to for everyone to start standing up and seeing what's right to like it's being forced into morality and positive morality.
Word.
And that's been an important thing. So this is like, yeah, I think, I mean, it had to happen. Like these things, they have to happen and so that we can grow and as a society.
It is good. I feel like it's good, but it's like it's 50-50 because it really shows it brings out the people who really want it. Like it kind of give you that separation gap. Like the people that's just like, oh, we quarantine. I'm in the house until they say we can come out. Versus the ones that say, oh man, I'm not gonna just sit in the house and just be bored. I'm gonna grab my laptop and put in some work. Like it separates the people that really want it.
Well, it's also and yeah, it's definitely been a leveler too, because it's like what's great is for being entertainment, like the playing field's been even. Like nobody's shooting stuff like high end stuff right now because studios are shut down. So that forces us as creators to use what we got, the tools that us as consumers can just have on deck, like a camera and a tripod, you know, some basic microphones and a green screen or whatever have you, you know, and just run with your ideas because the playing field has been evened in the sense that we're learning how to do Zoom shows. You're doing a podcast, you know what I'm saying? Like we're learning how to use our existing mediums to the next level where we're also learning that we hold the power in that. We hold the power. We're the creators. We're the ones doing this. It's just like the NBA. People waking up realizing they hold the power. Because now the picture comes when everything opens back up. It's like, well, why do we need the network right now? This is my following. I produced this show during a quarantine with minimal stuff. And I had this, so why do I need this network when I have my own network? You know? And if that network won't like this, these are all networks now. Instagram's a network. Facebook is a network, you know? It literally is.
Like, and that's crazy because like I'm gonna keep it honest. Like, dude, I watched you guys on Roast Me. Like, I'm talking about like 3 o'clock in the morning, like just laughing, like, dang, I wish I could talk to these people. Like, and it's like now that this pandemic has come, like I can actually get on Instagram and network, and I can get in touch with these people to sit down and talk to you, like stuff that's crazy. Like I was just
That's
like
real.
dreaming about that, and now it's
Well,
like a
that's real,
reality
and
right
that's
now.
real. Well, it's awesome too because it's like I can respect you doing this. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect it, and it comes to me where it's like, if this man is serious about doing something, do you have time to sit down? Are you willing to talk? You know, if it's not some weird whack stuff, all it is just it might be just a conversation, but for somebody else, it might be a part of something great that they're putting together. You know, and for me, it's both because I like to do this too. I think this is very. It keeps me thinking about what's important, you know, and
Yeah,
makes and forces me to have opinions about certain things. It forces me to very deeply think about like these headlines that are presented, the things that are going on in this world. Because when you and I are talking, I'm not going to come to you and be like, "Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't know that's going on." What? And I have no opinion because it shows I haven't thought about stuff and I'm complacent. But this is keeping me active, you know. Stuff like this is keeping me active, and that's what's important right now. You know, you got to find something to keep you active. If it's fitness, if it's cooking, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's what's needed.
So a quick question. So what would be your in your own opinion? What would be like your best advice to give to somebody that want to start out like right now? What would be your advice to them to get them to start out to jumpstart them?
Get out your comfort zone. Straight up, get out your comfort zone. Take the risk. Understand that people might straight up roast you for whatever you may be doing, but you never know. Those same people are going to be the ones that might be buying tickets to your show later on in life. Get out your comfort zone. If it's something that you know is your calling and you feel it, it's gonna be burning on your heart. You're gonna think about it every day. You're gonna think about what that thing is, you know. And trust, when you find it, it feels amazing. It doesn't feel like work, you know. When you find
Right.
your true calling and you're walking in that calling and you're doing that, it doesn't feel like work at all. Because you know what work feels like. We all know what work feels like. Which all you're doing is looking at the time to see when you can get the hell over with that work. But when you love what you work and you're like,
You don't
damn, I'm
even
not gonna have
care.
enough time to do this. I'm not gonna have enough time to do this. Damn, you know, that's the difference.
Word. And so like when I do my podcast, kind of towards the end, I think we've been on here for about it's about to be at the 40. I think we've been here for about
Yeah.
40 something minutes probably.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so at the end of the podcast, I like to kind of break it off to a one-on-one moment. Just how like you was telling me that, I like to ask this. A one-on-one moment, can you give me some words of encouragement for me to
Yeah.
you?
I would say stay true to this format that you're doing right now. It's what you're comfortable with, and that's perfect because this conversation has been great and it hasn't felt forced. And it's really flowed, you know. And I appreciate your professionalism in it too because you're someone that's looking to do something with me. You know what I mean? And it's like but the fact that you're professional, you respect like my time and you respect other people's time, and I think that goes a long way. When you come at people with professionalism, they're going to show up every single time, you know, and that's it doesn't matter where they are in their career. If you treat people that, you know, are further you than in their careers than you are, or just starting out, you know what I'm saying? But you treat them with professionalism, it goes so far. It goes so far, bro. So I say continue doing that, man. If you say a certain
Appreciate you.
time, if you say that time, be on that time, be at that time, and you did that. You know what I mean? So I respect that.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. That means a lot, bro.
Yeah,
Cause
man, of
like,
course.
how old you think I am?
I'd say like 28. How old?
I ain't nothing but 19, man.
Nice. You got the beard though.
Yeah,
That beard, you
that's what
know,
kind of give it away. That's what kind
yeah,
of
the
give it
the
away.
beard gives you at least 10 years. Because you see, when I shave my joint, I don't got much. But when I shave mine, I get at least 6 years off, you know?
Yeah, like I feel like if I keep going hard, like right
hmm
now, being at 19 and I'm already like kind of putting in the work, I feel like this could be something that'll pay off in the long run, man. That's why I'm trying to stay on top of it and keep it going, stay consistent on it.
That's great, bro. And you know what? Is awesome about that. It's like I started stand up when I was 20. So you're like a year ahead of me and starting and deciding. I mean, I started entertainment, hosting and stuff prior to that, but I didn't get on the first stage until I was 20 years old. So it's great that you're like doing this already. You're 19 years old. You're taking advantage of a weird time in life. You know, you haven't even hit your true adulthood yet. You know, you're still technically a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's a how can I? If you're a young black brother, you know what I'm saying, what kind of black man am I if I'm not looking back and helping out? You know what I'm saying? To the especially when they're taking it seriously and being professional. So I salute you on that, bro.
Appreciate that a lot, man. Appreciate you for coming through, man. Appreciate you, man. I ain't even think you was gonna get back. I ain't gonna lie, but appreciate you for coming through, bro.
Hey, man, you came at me with respect. You know what I'm saying? And you're professional the whole time. So it's like that's all it's about, man. You know, for me, that's all it's about, bro. So
if you need any graphics or anything like that, bro, you can hit me up, bro. And I'll
okay,
work on it for you. I'll be there for you to help you, dog. If you need anything,
man, I really appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing when you post this, so I can share it or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it. It's gonna be up.
All right, my man. I appreciate it. Yep.
I'm probably gonna post it. I think I'm gonna do the whole season on my YouTube Saturday, like all the episodes 1 through 5 with everybody on my YouTube on Saturday.
That's smart. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah. But appreciate you coming through, man. We're gonna wrap it up, man, and get out of here. Let you get on about your night, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, Big Zach, my man.
Appreciate you.
Take care.
You too, bro. Big shout out to Brody, man. Big shout out to Brody. I appreciate everybody that came through to watch the live, man. If y'all check Brody out, man, you make sure y'all go check Brody out. I think half of y'all came from Brody. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. But appreciate everybody that came through, man. Let's talk about oh, you know it in. Let me try that again. This has been a wonderful season, man. Season 1 has wrapped off with that podcast, man. I love it. I don't even want to end the live right now. I don't. But we about to end the live, man. That's the end of season 1. Let's talk, man. We'll kick out season 2 whenever we're ready to kick out season 2. I'm working on season 1 in the making. So hey, catch you guys on YouTube. Real Big Zach. Shout out to everybody that came through. We out. Peace.